Hi, welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about some changes I'm going to be making around the garage. As you can see, it's a complete and total mess. So there's going to be a bunch of content coming up specifically around the garage and some improvements that I'm going to be doing here and all kinds of different stuff. So what am I doing? Well, first off, I'm moving a bunch of things that were in here, which are currently over here, into a storage unit, or selling or throwing away stuff. Just kind of reorganizing a bunch of things. We have a lot of Miata parts, like a random transmission. So if you need a transmission for a Miata, NA Miata, we have one, and it works. It was the one that was in that car when we pulled the engine out of it. So, you know, if you need an engine for a Miata, hit me up. But we have a Miata engine, or we have a Miata transmission. We have a Miata engine block. We have a head. We have all kinds of different stuff. And it's a complete mess, so, you know, kind of disregard all of the mess. But there's going to be some things that get sold. There are going to be some things that get moved to a storage unit. And this is all going to get cleaned up. And then the fun begins. So I ordered Cree LS lighting for the garage. So what I'm going to do is you'll see that I've got these kind of Harbor Freight, they're Bauer lights or Braun lights or something. They're a Harbor Freight special. So I've got those throughout the garage right now, and there's something like 30,000 lumens. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fixtures. They're 4 feet a piece, so 36 feet of lighting. And I think that they're 5,000 lumens a piece, or they're supposed to be, so we'll say 45,000 lumens, although that's probably not accurate. I don't like them because the light is very harsh. When you're working in here for a long period of time, it's so like blue. It like drains you. It's hard to be in here. It gives you like a headache. So I'm going to Cree lights. They're going to be 5,000 Kelvin. They're going to be dimmable, which is really the thing that I'm the most excited about. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do 4 rows from the back of the garage to the front, centered. So I'm going to do a 12-foot section near the wall. I'm going to do a 12-foot section kind of where this one is here. I'm going to do a 16-foot section here because this kind of juts back. And then I'm going to do a 12-foot section where you see those last 2 sticks over there. So those lights are going to be here in probably 6 weeks, 8 weeks, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm going to be doing those with Lutron Vive dimmers. They're 90 CRI lights. They're coming from Obsessed Garage. They don't sell them yet, but they sell them. They just don't have them on their site yet. So I'm pretty excited about those. It's going to require some changes that need to happen. Obviously, these lights are going to come off the ceiling, and there's going to be some patchwork that needs to be done. So because of that, I'm going to paint again. So last time I painted this, I did the white, ceiling white. This is like a flat white ceiling white. And then I did the walls in a high gloss white. I really don't care for that either. That was a bad decision, honestly. The white ceiling attracts bugs. They sit there all the time. They bounce off it in the light. It's hard to, like, you're out here at night and you hear them kind of bouncing around, and you end up with like cobwebs and crap up in the corners, like you can see there above the garage door. That rack is going to come off the ceiling. All the lights are going to come off the ceiling, and I'm going to fill in all the holes and fix all of that. I'm going to paint the ceiling. I'm not sure on the shade yet, but it's going to be a dark gray, a very dark gray. I'm looking at a color called Flint. It's a Benjamin Moore color. And I'm going to paint the walls. I think I'm going to do like Coventry gray, which is it's pretty similar to like the Sonic cabinets, like this color. So it's going to be like a dark gray and a light gray on the walls, and I think that's going to look really good. So that's going to clean this up quite a bit. It's going to allow me to fill in the holes and stuff. I'm going to fix the trim on this garage, this attic access opening. I'm going to fix all of that. I'm going to paint that to match the ceiling. That tire rack is going to go off the wall, and I'm going to put those tires in storage. I'll probably keep one tire rack, that one over there. And then what else? I am going to change out these cabinets. If you watch my early videos, you'll know that I ordered these Cobalt cabinets, or I picked these Cobalt cabinets up from Lowe's, and they arrived and the doors were all damaged, and rather than returning them to the store, I tried to work with their customer service department to replace them. So they sent me 2 more doors, but now the colors don't match. So this one's like a beige and this one's like a gray. They just don't match. And they kind of look like crap. And then there's some other things too. I found that the cabinets are fine, but this one isn't too bad. The other one I'll show you, you end up with a lot of wasted space because there's only 3 shelves in them. They say it's a 4 shelf, but really the 4th shelf is the bottom. So I had my buckets in here normally at the bottom, but I end up with like a lot of this wasted space in these areas and stuff. So I'm gonna go to Sonic cabinets. Instead of being 48 inches wide, those Sonic cabinets are 36 inches wide. So I'm gonna gain 12 inches. They're a little bit taller. They're 78 inches tall. These are 72. So they're like an extra 6 inches tall. But they have, instead of having 3 shelves in them, they have 4 shelves in them. So there's going to be the bottom plus 4 adjustable shelves, and I'm actually ordering an extra shelf for both of them. So I'm going to have 5 shelves in them plus the bottoms of 6. So it should be able to do a lot better with my rags. This cabinet might end up being around the same, but the shelf was like $100, so I just added it on so that I have it. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So those are going to be later on this year because they're a little pricey. But in doing that, I'm going to gain a foot on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself 9 inches on this side. I'm going to give myself 3 inches on this side. And same deal here. I'm going to give myself 9 inches on this side and 3 inches on this side. And what that's going to allow me to do is move these out a little bit and expand the center section here so that I have better fitment for my subwoofer and my chair can get pushed in all the way, and just a little bit better situation there. So I'm really going to split the window with the cabinets better than I am now. And that is going to allow me to just have more working room, be able to move the chair and be more comfortable when I want to sit there and work, and just have a little bit more space. So I'm going to get 6 inches more of countertop. This countertop that I built, it's been fine, but I'm having a new one built by a local woodworker. It's going to be 1.25 inches thick, and it's going to be a gray stain. Wood grain gray stain, so 1.25 inches thick. It's just going to be a little bit thicker. This is only 3/4 of an inch thick, so it's going to be a little bit nicer. It'll be slightly higher than this is now because it's an extra 1/2 inch thick. But yeah, bunch of changes going on. So keep watching. I hate painting. I wasn't going to paint, but I got quoted $2,000 to paint this, and that's half of the cabinets. So, me painting this myself means that I'll get to buy my cabinets and not have to push those off as long. So yeah, anyway, keep watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. There's going to be a bunch of content coming. So thank you. Have a great day.